Think of compact bone tissue as the fortress of your bones. It's the strongest form of bone tissue and is packed with very few spaces, making it incredibly tough. You'll find it right beneath the outer covering of bones called the periosteum, and it makes up the bulk of the long central shafts of long bones. What makes it so strong? Compact bone is made up of tiny, repeating units called osteins or haversian systems. Imagine these as tightly packed tree rings, each with a central canal in the middle. These rings are called concentric lanely and are like circular plates of minerals that surround tiny networks of blood vessels and nerves. Between these lanely are little spaces known as lacunae, which house bone cells called osteocytes. These cells are like the caretakers of the bone. They communicate with each other through tiny channels called canaliculi, which act like little highways, allowing nutrients and oxygen to reach the cells and waste to be removed. Osteins are aligned in the same direction and run parallel to the length of the bone, which helps the bone resist bending and fracturing, especially under stress. This alignment isn't fixed. It changes over time based on the physical demands placed on the bones, like learning to walk or engaging in weight training. Quick recap. Compact bone is strong and dense. It's made of osteins with concentric lanely, lacunae, and canaliculi. It resists bending and fracturing. Adapts to physical stresses over time. Spongy bone tissue. Light and flexible framework. Now, let's talk about spongy bone tissue. Like its compact counterpart, spongy bone is more like a delicate, intricate network. It doesn't contain osteins. Instead, it has lamely arranged in an irregular pattern of thin columns called trabeculae. These trabeculae look like little beams, creating a spongy appearance. Between these trabeculae are spaces that can be filled with either red bone marrow, which produces blood cells, or yellow bone marrow, which stores fat. These spaces make the bone lighter, which helps reduce the overall weight of the bone, making it easier to move. Spongy bone is found in the interior of bones, protected by a layer of compact bone. It's common in areas where bones aren't heavily stressed or where stress comes from multiple directions. For example, the ends of long bones in the interior are short, flat, and irregular bones. Key points. Spongy bone is light and flexible. It's made of trachea filled with marrow. It supports and protects bone marrow. It's found in the interior of bones, protected by compact bone. Why both types are important. Both compact and spongy bone tissues play crucial roles in our bodies. Compact bone provides the strength and support needed to handle stress and protect internal organs. Meanwhile, spongy bone helps keep our bones light and supports marrow, which is essential for producing blood cells. Understanding these two types of bone tissues helps us appreciate how our bones are designed to support, protect, and adapt to our activities. So next time you think about bones, remember they are more than just rigid structures. They are dynamic, living tissues working hard to keep us moving and healthy.